That's what we call the miseries.
Yeah.
When they hit you that night and all day the next day. Bubble guts.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you weren't in your saddle because that is not fun.
What did you equate that to? Pushing Jello through a
Pushing pudding through a cheese grater. That was one of the worst days of my life.
and then the second time you did it was the second worst. But the second time, at least it didn't go up your back.
Yeah. It was like I felt like an infant. The worst part of that whole experience, we can get into that story at some point in detail, but the worst part of that whole experience was the fact I had to drive myself home.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to have my wife hose me off like a dog.
Please tell me she used a pressure
I had
washer.
to knock on the window of her office and be like, come outside.
She's like, oh, he must have shot a big deer.
No, yeah, right. What do you want? I need you to wash me off. What do you mean wash you off? I had an accident. And it's like October or November. I mean, it's cold out. I had to call her on speakerphone and tell her how to turn the hose bib back on in the basement.
Oh, no.
And then that's how cold it was. This was not a fun experience.
You know, I did that at Magic Kingdom at Disney World. I swear. We went to, I think it was, I don't know which one it is. Which one has all of the different countries? Is that Epcot?
No, that is Disney, but it's like you can do did you try to drink around the world?
Yes, but we went, and then we got sushi. And,
how could this go bad?
So we get on the little trolley, and I'm with my family and extended family, like my brothers and my sisters and their families, my parents. And we're on the trolley coming back, and you stop at each resort on the way back. And I'm talking to this one family on the little trolley, and then all of a sudden I get the rumbles, and I say, this isn't good. So I got off. Before we even got back to our resort, I got off, and I went right inside of this big wilderness cabin, the lodge. And I look back at the bus, and my family is like half the bus. There's like 20 of us. They're looking out the windows like, what? Is he stupid? And I bolted, and I went in, took care of business, tried to come back out and take a trolley, but they'd stopped the trolleys. Well, they have the boat that goes like from Magic Kingdom to all the different ones. So I went down and got on the boat. When I got down to the dock, I had to run back inside and finish. I got on the boat, and it was only like a 10-minute ride. Dude, before I got back to our dock, I had to hang off the back of the boat at the Magic Kingdom lake. And I just spread chum throughout that lake. It was one of the worst things ever.
Were there other people on the boat?
Yes.
You got your butt hanging off inside.
I'm 100% sure I'm on video somewhere just spackling the backside of the Magic Kingdom boat. Like, that was definitely not the happiest place ever.
Those fish were like, hey, our buddies are back.
So I get back on the dock, and at this point, I'm a mess, right? I didn't have a kill kit with wet wipes in it at that point, right? So, and then I had to take another little bus trolley over to where we were staying. And I got back, and I'm still, having, this is like major food poisoning or something.
Obviously.
Duh. I had to sacrifice my pants, okay, and wipe off and I knocked on the door, and my wife's like, where have you been? Where are your pants? And I'm like, just go get me a towel. She's like, where? No, I'm standing right here. Where are your pants? And I'm like, I shit myself. She's like, you what? I said, I shit myself. And I'm like, and so she just announces, I found him. He shit his pants. I'm like, oh my gosh. So that was the big joke. I had to go and take a shower. That was rough, man.
Just leaving a trail like Hansel and Gretel, like your pants and your socks.
We were staying in these cabins, and I just balled my pants up and threw them under the cabin. I said, I'm leaving. There was armadillos rolling into the next day.
God, do you remember we were hunting public land in Maryland?